This brief video is part of a larger series exploring the new NX measure command. In this video I'll show you how we've kept simple measurements simple. In previous commands there were several different measurements that would have a single selection or a couple of quick selections in order to perform the desired measurement. We've designed the new measurement command to also keep these measurements very simple. For instance, if we're coming in and doing a face properties measure, for instance, I may go in and just select with one click that face and get the properties of that face very quickly. Similarly, if I were to go in, reset the dialog there, go in and I want to measure again the properties of a curve, I may select that one curve, very quickly get all the properties of that curve, including things like length and minimum radius of curvature that used to be multiple separate measurements. Body properties are similar. We go in again with one selection, we may use the quick pick to get it. We get that one body selection, we get all of the body properties very quickly. This is also true of things like minimum distance. If we come in and say, for instance, select one object here to start our measurement and select a second object there with two picks, we're immediately to the minimum distance between those two objects. In this case here, we're also getting an angle between those two objects as well. If we're not interested in the angle or some of these others, we could turn off some of these other properties. If we're just looking at distances, we can do that, of course. And then if we want to very quickly reselect the second object, for instance, measure from the first object to multiple second objects very quickly, we can go back to that second object selection, select one of those, and start to pick around the screen, and very quickly pick up that second measurement very, very quickly. Similarly, we could go and redefine the first object very quickly. Instead, measure from that second object to multiple first objects now in rapid succession. And then if we want to, we can go on to another object as well. As we're doing that, we can also not go to the dialog. If we want to, we can come in here, for instance, and use the little selection handle on the screen to do that reselection. Right? So we select that object, that moves it for us in the dialog, and then we can start to very quickly again redefine that object. Similarly, again, come over here, select this one, that'll move my selection in the dialog for me automatically, and then I can go and start to very quickly redefine objects. So again, we've tried very hard to make the easy things easy, make it very quick to do the single selection type measurements, the double selection type measurements for minimum distance or angles, for instance, and make it very, very easy to reselect, redefine those very quickly.